Okay, so good afternoon to the students and parents and carers of Cobar Public School community. Thursday afternoon, great to get even more rain today. That was a bonus. Look, we've just come away as a school staff from a live stream with the Secretary of the Department of Education, Mark Scott, and the Deputy Secretary, Murat Dista. So they've provided to principals, as they have been every few days, a live stream update where they're giving us information for forward planning and asking and answering questions that principals have put into them. That is a principal level communication. We've made the decision here as an executive team to allow all of our staff to sit in and watch so that they can hear firsthand from the leader of our department just what is on the cards for the future, what's being done, the issues as they've been arising, the solutions that have been provided to those issues. So I'm just going to take some time this afternoon to run through about a dozen points or so that I feel are relevant to keep our community up to date. And these are reflective of what we've just heard as a staff from Mark Scott. Firstly, so if you have to send your students to school because of work commitments, then schools will remain open, and we know that they remain a safe place for students to be. We understand that for many reasons students are often better off at school, to put it bluntly, and that we will continue to provide a quality service for those students who turn up. To date, as the Secretary indicated to us, only 9 schools in our system, 9 schools out of a total of 2,200 have had to close at any point, and those schools have been closed, deep cleaned and then quickly reopened. And 9 out of 2,200, less than 0.5% of schools in the state have actually been directly affected by the COVID-19. So schools will remain open and students can attend if need be, although the message is that parents are continuing to be encouraged to keep students at home if that's possible. We will start next term with only the one staff development day, which is the Monday. That's the normal programmed staff development day, which is a pupil-free day. There was discussion about adding more days, and at the moment the advice from the department is that that won't be occurring. Mention was made that possibly during the term to provide opportunities for teachers to continue to be upskilled in the new technologies that we're trying to use, there might be additional staff development days allocated. But at the moment, school for students will resume on Tuesday. I don't know the date on that, I'm sorry, but it's the first Tuesday after the holidays. And that will also be the date that we send out our next work packs. So we've chosen to stick with a hard copy work sample concept. We understand the limitations on technology in homes, our appalling internet connectivity, the impact of data usage in the home on data plans, a whole range of factors there that we're very cognizant of affect students' abilities to engage digitally in the home. Now, we will try to expand what we do in that sphere over the next few weeks and into next term. We're doing a lot of upskilling and training with our staff in the use of the digital technologies, and we hope to increase that so that there's the option there to be accessing digital learning as well. Now, after I'm finished here, we'll put up a link to the department's Learning Hub, and that has a lot of digital resources accessible through it as well. If anything, I'll go back to that digital for a sec. Look, you might see in the media that schools are being encouraged to provide digital access and machines from the school. The reality for us is that we don't use that many laptops and portable devices. Most of our computers in the school are desktop machines, and they're not suitable for going out from the school site. We've been providing machines to our staff who are working from home as our first priority, and that will continue. So from Cobar Public School at this point, unless there is a demonstrated special need situation, then unfortunately we're not in a position to be able to be providing digital technologies for you to use. Good job to the parents, good job. It's not easy teaching. It's not easy teaching your own kids, and it's not easy when it's not what you do for a living. We understand that. We've had a lot of phone calls seeking assistance. We've had a few work packs brought back today. So we'll be looking at them. But look, a shout out and props to the parents and the carers out there who are trying to manage this really unusual situation where you're being asked to pick up the load in the home around education. We understand that it's not your A job and that it is a difficult thing to be able to pick up on the fly. So we're working on extra communication to go out around support for parents, and that's something that will take a little bit of time because we're in a brand new situation with this as well. We don't know what you don't know, and we don't know what we don't know at this point. So we are working on providing support for parents and carers in delivering work. So that will be a focus as the next work packs go home, that will try to give more detailed instructions around how to manage an activity, how to present it, how to structure it, the amount of work to be attempting each day, those sorts of supports for parents. But look, we do understand, as I say, and props to everybody out there day to day. It's difficult in the home, we understand, because everybody's on top of each other. It's not easy when the kids can't go out to the park or engage with their friends or stuff like that. So well done to everybody out there. I'd like to acknowledge the hard work that all of our parents and carers are putting into helping us deliver work for the kids at this time. Reports. There's no firm advice from the department at this point as to what Term 2 reports will look like. We've been told today to expect further advice about that at the beginning of Term 2. Once we receive that advice, we'll update you. Likewise with assessment tasks. We haven't worried too much about assessment at this point, but certainly plans are afoot to start to embed assessment tasks into the work packs that go out next term, because we will need that data to inform reporting, as well as to inform our next steps in providing hopefully more individualised work for students as we go into Term 2. Okay, we're going to continue to take calls from parents, obviously, and to make phone calls. We've been reaching out over yesterday and into today from the school phone lines. So we only have 4 lines into and out of the school. Bear with us if you can't get through. It will be because all 4 lines are being utilised. Staff are using those to call out, and then we're getting a lot of inbound traffic as well. So please bear with us on that. If you can't get through the first time, give it a minute and then try again. And if you wish to speak with a teacher, we'll connect you if they're working from site. We're going to send out a survey hopefully tomorrow afternoon, just a quick Survey Monkey survey, just asking you for input about which of the communication methods are cutting through the most, which you're using, which you want to see more of, in general what you would like to see more of in terms of communication, work, and then we'll have some questions there around the work packs themselves as well, because we do want to hear back. So your input will be quite valuable in that way to help inform us as to. We're working really closely with our interagency partners, the police, health and family and community services, to identify vulnerable people in our community and to make sure that the appropriate services and supports are made available to them. So please, if you have concerns about anybody, let us know and we can forward that through to the appropriate channels. So finally, to the kids, we miss you. We've got something lined up for the last day of term that we think you might find exciting, but we're thinking about you. Be nice to your brothers and sisters, help mum and dad out at home, do your schoolwork, wash your hands, and do your best to keep your spirits up. One day we will get back to normal. Hopefully it won't be that far down the track, but we're thinking of you and we wish you all the best. Bye.